You feel like you are running late in life. You look around, and it seems like everyone else is moving ahead so fast. Their careers are taking off, their relationships look perfect, and their plans are succeeding while you are stuck in the exact same place. You start blaming your luck, your past choices, or even your daily prayers. You wonder if your devotion is weak. But let's look at the absolute truth today. You aren't late. You are being held back on purpose. Please, do not scroll away from this. I know exactly what your mind is doing right now. You are scrolling endlessly through videos, trying to distract yourself from that constant heavy noise in your head. But pause for just a second. You might think the algorithm brought you to this screen by chance. But let me tell you a secret about divine timing. Nothing about this exact moment is random. This is not just another motivational video on your timeline. This is a direct, living answer to the silent questions you have been asking in the dark. Yes, you, the person watching this right now with an exhausted, heavy heart. I know you have been questioning everything lately. I know about those quiet moments when you lock yourself in your room and the silence gets so loud that it actually breaks your heart. The times you sat in front of your home temple, folded your hands, but couldn't even finish your prayer because the tears came first. You whispered, "Krishna, are you still there? Are you even watching my struggle?" Let me give you the ultimate truth today. The divine has been closer to you than your own breath. He has been listening to every single word, especially the ones your trembling lips couldn't even form. He aligned the time, your current emotional state, and your attention just to bring you to this exact video today. There is something crucial that your soul has been starving to hear for a very long time. You are not forgotten. I see how draining it has been for you. You have been putting on a brave face, smiling brightly in front of your family and co-workers, pretending that everything is perfectly fine. But the moment you are alone, the mask falls off. You have been carrying a mountain of hidden expectations on your shoulders. The universe sees the immense strength it takes for you just to wake up and keep fighting every single day. If you feel a sudden stillness in your chest right now, a strange sense of calm washing over you, do not ignore it. That is the divine energy validating your pain. Take a deep breath with me right now. Let the weight drop for just a second. If this message touched your heart today and brought you some peace, you can support our work by buying us a coffee. You will find the coffee link in the description box and pinned in the comment section below. Even a small $5 gesture means the world to us and helps us keep creating these beautiful videos for you. Thank you so much for your love and support, beautiful soul. Let's talk about the delays and the closed doors in your life. You have been looking at your failures and thinking it is some kind of punishment for your past karmas. But what if you are looking at the picture upside down? Think about how pure Makhan is made. To get that sweet Makhan, which is Krishna's absolute favorite, the milk cannot just sit still. It has to go through a rigorous, harsh process of churning. It is pulled back and forth, facing constant friction and pressure. To the milk, it feels like chaos and destruction. But without that deep churning, the pure essence never comes out. Your life is going through that exact phase right now. This daily mental pressure, this struggle where nothing seems to go right, is not a punishment. It is the divine churning. The universe is putting you through this friction to bring out your absolute best version. You are being purified for a much bigger purpose. If you truly believe that this current struggle is preparing you for something beautiful, let your heart speak. Write Hare Krishna in the comment below. Let that small action be the first step in dropping your heavy burden today. A very quiet, unseen transformation is taking place in your life. You might not see it in your bank account or your relationships yet, but you can definitely feel it in your soul. It is that strange restlessness inside your chest, that sudden intuition telling you that your current painful situation cannot last forever. That is not your imagination playing tricks on you. That is your inner spirit recognizing that your season is actively changing. Lately, it feels like things have been falling apart completely. Certain people walked away from your life suddenly. Opportunities vanished out of thin air, and plans you worked so hard for just failed. You sat down and cried, calling it a massive tragedy. You felt completely empty, but let me tell you how the divine views your emptiness. Look at Krishna's flute, his beloved bansuri. Before it becomes an instrument that produces mesmerizing, peaceful music, what happens to it? It starts as an ordinary piece of solid bamboo. To become a flute, that bamboo has to be cut down. It has to be completely hollowed out from the inside, removing everything it once held. Then, sharp tools pierce painful holes into its body. It sounds brutal, doesn't it? But here is the secret. Only when the bamboo is completely empty can the divine breathe his melody into it. Only when it has holes can it produce beautiful music. You have been crying over the people you lost and the things that were taken away from you. You feel hollowed out. But you do not realize that the universe was just making room. If your hands are full of the wrong things, how will you ever hold the divine blessings that are meant for you? The people who left were never meant to walk into your final chapter. They were just passing lessons. You are not broken. You are just being prepared like that, Bansuri. Krishna is clearing out your life so he can breathe real peace, true love, and actual success into your existence. Before we move forward, take a moment to reflect. Are you still holding on to the pain of people who betrayed you? If you are genuinely ready to empty your heart of that anger and make room for peace, type, "I forgive and let go." Release that toxic energy right now. Every single delay you experienced had a solid spiritual reason. Every no you received from life had a hidden protective purpose. Every door that slammed shut in your face was actually protecting your ultimate destiny. You constantly worry that you are lagging behind your friends and peers, but in reality, every single detail of your life is being carefully managed by a higher power. Think about the great battlefield. When Arjun stood in the middle of that terrifying war, facing overwhelming odds, enemies on all sides, and absolute chaos, his heart sank. He was paralyzed by anxiety and fear, exactly like you might be feeling when you look at your financial stress, family issues, or career roadblocks. It feels like you are under attack from every single direction. But Arjun had a secret weapon that he didn't fully realize at first. He wasn't the one driving the chariot. Krishna was holding the reins. You feel like your life is completely out of control right now. You feel like the horses of your mind are running wild with anxiety and overthinking. But the truth is, you are not driving this chariot alone. Krishna is holding the reins of your life. He sees the traps ahead that you cannot see. He is steering you away from hidden dangers and guiding you through the chaos safely. This is exactly what the Bhagavad Gita teaches us. You only have the right to perform your actions. You do not control the final fruits. Because you cannot see the immediate results of your hard work, you automatically assume that nothing is happening and that you are failing. But you are forgetting who is managing the final results. When you are pushed into complete darkness, it is not a burial. It is a planting. You think you are drowning under the weight of your daily problems, but the divine is actually watering your deep roots. The pressure you feel is not there to destroy your mind. It is there to stretch your capacity. The old version of you would have easily broken under the massive success and responsibilities that are coming your way. You had to grow tougher. You had to learn patience. The hard environment you survived was necessary. If you are ready to stop worrying about the future and give the reins of your life back to the divine, let it be known. Simply write "Krishna, guide my path" in the comment. Surrender the need to control everything and watch how perfectly things begin to flow. Look deeply at how you have been measuring your life lately. You judge your entire worth by the things that went completely wrong. You count your rejections, your mistakes, your financial struggles, and the times people completely let you down. You define yourself by your lowest moments. But Krishna does not look at your lowest point with disappointment. He looks at the immense strength it took for you to stand back up after being crushed. What you call a massive failure, the universe calls a necessary redirection. What you view as a painful loss is actually supreme protection. Imagine a beautiful stone idol resting in a grand temple. Millions of people bow before it. But before it became divine, it was just a rough, raw piece of stone on a mountain. A sculptor had to hit it repeatedly with a heavy hammer and a sharp chisel. With every single strike, a piece of the stone fell away. The process was harsh. But the sculptor wasn't destroying the stone. He was removing everything that wasn't the idol. You are actively being carved right now. The painful experiences, the heartbreaks, the lonely nights, they are all acting like that chisel. They are chipping away your ego, your bad habits, your toxic attachments, and your fears. You are not being broken into useless pieces. You are actively being rebuilt into something magnificent. That is exactly why you feel so incredibly disconnected from your old friends, your old routines, and the things that used to feel normal to you. You sit in a room full of people, yet you feel totally alone. It is not loneliness or depression. It is a spiritual upgrade. You are simply outgrowing the low vibration environments that can no longer support your new path. It feels uncomfortable because growth always feels unfamiliar. Do not run back to what is familiar just because you are scared of the unknown. Your comfort zone is exactly what was keeping you stuck. The divine is calling you higher. Take a very honest look at your life right now. Can you see how the pain of your past has actually made you a kinder, stronger person today? Acknowledge your own growth. Drop a beautiful Radhe Radhe in the comment if you finally recognize your inner strength. What looks like absolute, terrifying chaos to you right now is actually a masterpiece of divine timing. The universe is working in places completely hidden from your eyes. Right at this very moment, people are talking about your skills in rooms you haven't even entered yet. Opportunities are quietly taking shape that you haven't even applied for. Blessings are being organized behind the scenes to ensure that your years of struggle finally make perfect logical sense. Think about the sacred lotus flower. It is considered the most pure and beautiful flower, offered directly at the feet of the Krishna. But where does the lotus grow? It never grows in clean, crystal clear, flowing water. It only grows in dark, messy, heavy, stagnant mud. Your current life situation, with all its financial stress, relationship problems, and emotional exhaustion, is that heavy mud. You look around and think your life is ruined by the dirt. But the truth is, you are the lotus. You are gathering nutrients from this exact messy situation to bloom beautifully. And the most magical thing about the lotus is that even though it is surrounded by mud, not a single drop of dirt ever sticks to its petals. You are going to rise above your current problems, and the pain of your past will not stain your beautiful future. The season of constant, exhausting struggle is quietly coming to a permanent end. A new period of extreme clarity and peace is taking its place. You will notice this massive shift in very small ways at first. You will start waking up with a little more mental stillness. You will have a bit more energy. you will feel a strange, quiet sense of confidence in your chest. And then suddenly, everything will begin to move at an incredibly fast pace. That is the exact signature of divine timing. Years and years of quiet, painful, unseen preparation, followed by a sudden, incredibly powerful release. Every single tear you wiped away in secret, every lonely night where you felt completely abandoned, and every silent prayer you thought was completely ignored. They are all connecting right now to reward you. You are standing directly at the major turning point of your entire life story. Do not let the pain of yesterday speak louder than the divine promise for your tomorrow. Stand extremely firm right where you are. Do not let your mind drag you back to old anxieties just because your new path feels a bit unfamiliar. Make a solid, unshakable decision today. If you truly believe that you are stepping out of the mud and blooming into your true purpose, claim that energy right now. Type, "I am ready for my blessings," in the comment below. Let that be your final signature of faith. And before you close this video, think about that one specific person who instantly crossed your mind while you were listening to these words. They might be fighting a brutal, completely silent battle of their own, smiling on the outside but breaking on the inside. Send this exact video to them right now. They desperately need this reminder today. Walk forward from this exact moment with an unshakable, deeply rooted calm in your chest. Know completely that the ultimate creator, Krishna himself, is holding the pen to your story. And believe me, your absolute best chapter has only just begun.